Hickman or what have you, whatever kind you prefer. This one is, my bike's sitting at 68 inches with this one. It's working really nice, hooks up real sweet. Does not wheelie at all, launches hard. Got the Brock's lowering links right here. So that's how you can adjust the rear height on it. As well, the front end is also, like I say, it's strapped, and it's lowered in the triple tree as well, as you can see. So let's talk about a couple of things that we have on the inside of the motor that you cannot see. Let's see, sure if y'all can get a good view of the bike, but let me try to help y'all out. So a couple things that you can't see on the bike. Of course, I got the Sprint air filter, not the race, but the Sprint. I think it's the P08 street filter, which flows a lot of air. It runs really sweet with that Sprint filter in there. I was running a modified factory filter, like Brock's was doing years ago. You could take the factory Kawasaki filter and take off that metal mesh screen, and it would flow way more air than a factory filter. And you can really see the improvement with that one. If you're running a factory filter, you can do that, or you can just upgrade to the K&N or Sprint, which is what I have now. That dash runs real nice. What else? Brock's clutch mod. I got the Brock's heavy duty springs, the clutch mod, the whole kit. It comes with the springs, the seal, everything. So I got, not only that, I got a billet hub in this one that I got from Chris Hall. So I'm running the Brock's clutch mod with the heavy duty springs. I also have an APE spring kit that I haven't put in. I like the Brock's just as well. Not much different, but I got the full clutch mod kit, not just the springs. Like I say, I got the billet hub that I'm running from CH Performance. Track King clutches in there, the plates and the springs. Once I got rid of my factory plates, they were a little scorched. I switched over to the Track King kit. That heavy duty Track King clutch is amazing. It runs fantastic. I mean, it pulls unbelievable through all the gears. The factory one is a great clutch kit as well. It was getting a little worn though, and I'm glad I changed it out, because the steels was, they were scored, burned a little bit, and hard to get out. So Track King clutch, billet hub, clutch mod by Brock's. So let me think. Oh, in the last week, I upgraded, like I say, the oil pump mod that you can do to the ZX14s. So that was the APE kit. And that I got the billet cover that goes in here behind your gear. Replaced the factory one. That's a thin one, and actually I'm going to show it to you guys to give you a better idea. So hang on one moment and I'll show you. I actually brought the old kit home from the shop today. I'll show you what I'm talking about here, so you guys will know what's going on. Bear with me. I know the camera's moving. I'm going to set it down in just 1 second. You guys hang tight. One moment. Show you guys what I got here. I'm just using this as a kind of an informative video. I haven't done too many of these, but I figured it was time. For some of you guys already up to speed on all this stuff, but some of you new viewers are probably not. It's a good way to learn about the ZX14. So I figured I'd, give y'all some heads up, show y'all what it takes to make these bad boys tick and go fast. And it is a costly endeavor once you start doing the mods, obviously. So anyways, oh, and just so you'll know, this is what the onboard air compressor, where it hides out under the seat, controlled by a switch right here. So the switch activates the compressor, loads up your air pump, and it's routed down to my air tank and to the switch, the gauge, and to the air shifter. So when you hear that during my videos, that means I'm just refilling my air tank. For you who didn't know. Okay. So you guys hang tight. Show y'all what the oil pump mod looks like. This is the factory equipment. I'm gonna show you what it looks like here. So this is the factory oil pump cover plate that comes from Kawasaki, and you know, it's aluminum and it's okay. It's not very thick though, and they say it flexes and it hurts your oil flow to that number 3 rod and bearing, which is known to be a problem issue on these bikes. Other than that, these things are bulletproof. But when you replace it with the thicker APE or Brox or whatever, the model is much thicker and heavier, doesn't flex, you won't lose any oil pressure. This is the oil pump relief valve. This is the factory one from Kawasaki. I replaced it also with one from Brox that brings up more oil pressure. It flows more, brings your oil pressure up to, I believe it's 90 psi when you do both of them, the cover and the relief valve. And this billet as well. You can get them from Schnitz Racing, you can get them from Brox. Everybody sells them. As a matter of fact, I got mine from Schnitz, as you can see right here. Oil pressure relief valve and the oil plate cover billet. So that's what I had done in the last 2 weeks. I just brought it home today from doing that mod, and it turned out fantastic. The bike runs amazing, guys. I mean, it's money well spent, and the parts are only, I believe, the relief valve is like $40 from Schnitz or Brox, and the billet plate I think is like, I want to say maybe 30 or 40 bucks. I think they're like 80 bucks total, not the gear included. The gear, if you got all three together, it would be $200 for the complete kit, which runs the gear also in front of the plate. Most people say you don't need the gear. Unless you're running you know, full drag bike. I'm doing street and strip on this one, so I'm not running that gear, because they say it will run a non-cut oil pan dry, so I'm not running that gear because I'm running a factory oil pan. Mine's not cut, and they say that gear will suck a normal oil pan dry, so I don't need that right now. If I ever go full drag with this one, then maybe I'll do that, but not right now. So got a Bridgestone, no, I'm running a Shinko Stealth on the front now, Shinko hookup on the rear,